Al Jazeera Podcasts.
I'm David Enders, and this is The Take. As Israel's war on Gaza continues, we're coming to you on Sundays with a weekly roundup. This week, 319 days into a ceasefire, Israel has killed at least 1,260 Palestinians in Gaza. Israeli settlers continued their siege of a Palestinian home in the occupied West Bank. Ceasefire negotiations in Gaza remain stalled. Israeli attacks killed 11 in Lebanon on Saturday. Today is Sunday, August 16. Israel has killed at least 73,391 Palestinians in Gaza since October 7, 2023. In the occupied West Bank, Israeli settlers have besieged a Palestinian home in the village of Qusra for a week, trapping residents inside. This comes amidst increased settler violence and Israeli military action across the occupied West Bank. Al Jazeera's Nour Odeh filed this report from Qusra on Saturday.
The Israeli army has cut off the roads connecting Palestinian families here, but the Israeli settlers can still move freely. 3 Palestinian families are trapped in 2 homes in Qusra, including Kinda and Nour, both under the age of 5. A handful of Israeli settlers control these hills in the occupied West Bank, while Israeli soldiers deployed in the area look on. Settlers cut off the water and electricity to the homes and attacked repair crews. Peace activists marched on Friday to bring them bread and water, only delivered after a standoff. Elsewhere in the occupied West Bank, many Palestinian families confront these attempted takeovers on their own. Like Mahmoud Toubasi from the nearby village of Jalud, his family was attacked and besieged for more than 3 months before they gave up and left their home. No one came to their rescue.
I was confronted with a choice: either stay and die with my sons and then have the settlers take my home, or save my sons. If it were just me, I would have stayed to death.
Palestinians say they do not expect justice or accountability. They know the Israeli government funds and protects these settlers, fueling their audacity and escalating their campaign from occupying hills to taking over homes.
A Hamas delegation is expected in Cairo to continue negotiations over the next phase of the group's ceasefire with Israel in Gaza. Meanwhile, Palestinians in Gaza continue living in a state of limbo. Al Jazeera's Hind Khoudary filed this report on farmers there.
Farmland in Gaza City's Zaytun neighborhood is coming back to life. Hundreds of families displaced during the war have returned, cultivating land that was damaged by Israeli attacks and bulldozers. But reviving these fields have been a long process. The land had to be cleared, restored, and prepared for farming once again. Through a UNDP program, 350 families have received relief housing units, seeds, water supplies, and farming tools. For many families, the housing units were the reason they felt able to return to their neighborhoods and begin rebuilding their lives. Now, they're growing luchia, eggplants, and peppers, and around 1,100 more families are expected to receive support. But this return is not possible for everyone. Many families are still unable to reach their farmlands, as their fields lie within the Israeli military's so-called Yellow Line. Their land is still there, but for now, it's under Israeli control.
In South Lebanon on Saturday, the most intense Israeli airstrike since June killed 11 people. Al Jazeera's Ali Hashem reported from the town of Ansar.
The scent of death mingles with the sound of drones overhead. 7 people were killed here when an Israeli airstrike destroyed this house and damaged the one next to it. Among the dead were Zainab and her 3 children. She was a teacher. The family had sought refuge in Ansar only 10 days earlier, hoping it would be safer here. It wasn't. Their story is one among many in southern Lebanon, where civilians displaced by months of fighting are finding fewer places beyond the reach of Israeli strikes. As we left the scene, an ambulance alerted us to another attack. In Deir el-Zahrani, only a few kilometers away, another Israeli airstrike, this time in broad daylight. More casualties. Lebanese authorities say several people were killed and others wounded. Lebanon's president, speaker, and prime minister condemned the attacks. President Joseph Aoun said they violated the framework agreement with Israel and international laws protecting civilians. The diplomacy may be moving forward, but here in southern Lebanon, events on the ground are moving in the opposite direction. And every new strike risks widening the gap between those negotiations and the ceasefire that people here have yet to experience.
And that's The Take for Sunday, August 16. Please join us again next week. This episode was produced and mixed by me, David Enders. Our sound designer is Alex Roldan. Alexandra Locke is The Take's executive producer.